Back on site. Doesn't get any better than early morning fire with a bit of honey, some coffee, the smell of fresh cedar. That does smell good. I knew that cedar would go up quick. Obviously that stuff's green, it's gonna be smothery, but once this is hot, we'll throw it on there and it will be nice and nice. Supposed to get rain by 2 o'clock, it got pushed off, so perfect. This rock wall here, I did an exploratory yesterday. Nice clean rock in there. They're gonna make some nice rocks for him. We'll put them over behind the skid steer over there. I'd like to get this rock wall at least down to grade. Into the back, we got the engineer here. Gonna do a couple perk tests for septic design. Like I said, hopefully we will get away with a conventional, worst case a semi-raised bed, and not a complete fill system. Time will tell. We're gonna just get off here about 30 feet from the house where I think the field is gonna be. In between these trees, we'll get our first pit. See what the ground tells us. A lot of topsoil in this forest. I just dug for that, for the fire pit, and it was 2 foot of all topsoil, and here I'm down, you know, just about that now. It's still topsoil. I know there's rock in this area, and I was hoping not to come even close to that stuff. Ledge, you know. It's starting to change color now. Let's get you so you can see that. There's about 3 foot, 40 inches or so. I can tell by a gauge on my bucket. So he's just inspecting the hole right now, checking the soil contents. Well, I hope my GoPro's recording because it's really acting up. That second hole was better than the first hole, so we're gonna move over where we weren't originally going to even put a field, but you got to do what you got to do and put it where the ground is the best. Try to save money. We're going to try it here and see what goes on. This is our third hole. Restoking the fire, feeding the beast. Just hanging some leaves up there just so, or trees, whatever. These are hickory. They don't break, they don't snap, they just bend like taffy. It's annoying, so just letting these leaves catch before I drop this big clump on there, and so we ain't got so much smoke. Perk test went okay. We got a semi-raised bed, and I'll go over in a minute, and once these guys are clear, backfill them, and I'll discuss what went on and show you why we come to that conclusion. Just cleaning the debris off the rocks. Open them up a little bit so it's easier for me to get them with the grapple bucket. We moved the area where we're putting the rocks. We found a better spot. No lie, we got roasted hickory nuts. Look at those bad boys in there, huh? I bet they taste mighty fine. Mighty fine. So originally we thought back over here was going to be the system. It's going to end up being over here up the hill a little bit. So out of the house we'll have to come with a 45 and get the system over there. This is our number 1 test hole. As you see, there's water filled in. And the soil was a little more stickier here. So that was a bad hole. Not so much the water, just everything, you know, obviously water, we can't have it. We won't be that deep. So if the water stops, then you'll be okay. You'll be above it. This is less water and a little bit better soil. This was test pit 2. And you can tell by roots how far down they are, that a root isn't going to go down into the water. You know what I mean? It's going to stay above the water because they'll drown. So if the roots are 2 foot into the ground, then you know you got 2 foot of good soil. If they're 3 foot in, that's even better. Let's go to test pit 3, which was our best. And this is more, like I said, probably a foot different elevation than over here. And this is why we decided, or the engineer decided, to put the system here. And it is going to be a semi-raised bed, a shallow system, less water in here, which is perfect. And there is roots 30 inches down, which is better. Like I said, if you find roots down low, you're in good condition. The water won't be up in there because the roots will not be saturated in water. They're smart. Smarter than me. All right, that's the gist of that. Semi-raised bed. We can use the existing soil, he said, so we don't have to truck in anything either. We're going to cap the whole system with 12 inches of organic topsoil when we strip this. I'll consolidate that up in a pile, bring it over here, and place it on the whole system. Hopefully there's enough. Just taking the excavator, because there's a lot of roots and there was trees in here, so I'm breaking this all up, making a pile here, and that'll be easier for me to grab and load out with the rock bucket. Like I said, only taking the surface of these rocks. This wall might go down, I don't even know, but we're just taking it to grade. And then the house is actually going to be just right on the other side of this, so video's jumping all over because waiting on the surveyor. He's in the woods, so I can't do any more rock wall moving or anything because the trees are unsafe and there's a lot of little things in the way. Take this down and burn it up. Fire's going good. I got everything burnt from yesterday. See if I can get out through here if I break this thing. That's not good. Put that there. Take the top. Fold it into itself. Turn it over. Take of this, carry that, fold it in, like so. Now grab the whole thing. Go in thumb first. Bada boom, bada bang. Like so. We got this annoying one. It's stuck up in a tree. Break that down. It's way up in the vines and a couple different trees. Spin it this way, it's hanging now. Don't want it to come into me. There she is. A lot more little sticks and vines in here, but nothing I can do about it. From the mulching that we did, there was a lot of trees and vines sitting on top of that. Oh. Go back in the videos and put a link in the last description. That was an awesome attachment, man, I tell you. I need something to get that fire hot again. I think this cedar tree will do it. What do you think? Let's test it out. We'll just do the top. We'll just put the top in. That ought to get it hot. I had to get something hot in there to burn those big logs. Let's cut that stump off. She's a going now. Keep her hot. Couple other cedars there. Looks like the surveyor guy is packing up. Gives me the green light in there. Alright, gotta move this tree to get my rock wall. Bucket and push them right into the other one. Nice little short push. All right, just waiting on this fire to simmer down. Rock wall is moved completely from that old dead tree. That's gonna have to come down in a future time. These two are the biggest ones that are here. I may wait till the 160 gets here, not sure. Rock wall's gone, piled up over here, and then this will, you know, obviously these trees are going to come down tomorrow, and then the grade's going to come up here from the house. Garage roughly starts somewhere right here actually, and then we'll rebox this out 24 foot wide, continue that when we start the house site. But tomorrow on the docket, rest of these trees are coming down. Septic field's going to be here, so I could only cut those flush. Stumps have to stay in the ground. These will all be de-stumped, lined up, cut, and stacked. Tree tops will be burnt, hopefully, if the wind is not going over there. Our neighbor just come over and asked me politely not to, so I said, of course, if the wind blows that way tomorrow, we will not burn. But because it was blowing all day there, and every time I hit this or turn it, you know, we got smoke, and he's got donkeys and everything else. So just want to make everybody happy. She's simmering down though. I'm going to readjust my berm around so nothing spreads. back on site. At least the sun is out, but what a miserable morning. Oh, it took forever to get the fire going. Like 6 tries, smoke everywhere. Finally just started getting hot. Everything's wet. We had so much rain last night. As you see, look at these ruts, look at the mess. It's all part of it. Fire's burning down. Mud's starting to stop and firm up. So much for grading, huh? She's coming along though. Tops are burning good. Fire's hot now. Just after lunch, still taking down trees, cutting them in lengths, setting them up there, getting ready to stack them up. More stumps. That Stick thinks he's the only one that has one of these. Come on, Ted. Come on. Fire's simming down. End of the day. Got my brush for the morning to throw it on there real quick. Logs all piled there. Backyard is clear. Standing trees right there. Septic, I got to clear 70 by 40 roughly. We're into it just a little bit now, so I only got to cut not too many trees. It's got to sit like this at that angle, so we'll make her fit perfect. And they just got to be flush cut to the ground, and then hopefully the laterals land in between. If they don't, we just pull the stump as we go. But not bad. Obviously muddy mess today. It makes it tough, you know, running around in this thing back and forth with the saw when you got a foot of muck and it's slippery, but it is what it is. So one more day of clearing, and hopefully it'll be dry enough I can get a slick off on this mud, and this phase will be all set. Catch you guys on the next one.